You open your eyes, but the world you see is unlike any you've known. The air feels different, and a soft light bathes everything in a gentle glow. There are no loud noises, no rush of cars, or clattering of modern life. Instead, you find yourself in a world far removed from the frantic pace of your everyday existence. The stars above shimmer, their glow soft and distant, inviting you to look up. You are surrounded by quiet stillness, the kind that only exists in places untouched by time. You realize that you've been transported to a different space, one that stretches far beyond the world you've known. It feels almost like a dream, a place where time itself slows, and every moment stretches into infinity. You take a deep breath, the air cool and crisp, and with each inhalation, you feel a deep connection to the vastness of the universe. You look around, seeing the infinite expanse of the night sky above you. The stars twinkle, distant and eternal. Your mind races with questions. What is this place? How did you get here? What lies beyond the stars, beyond what the eye can see? Then you hear a voice, a soft whisper, almost as though it's coming from the stars themselves. Do you wonder if space has an end? The voice asks, gentle and probing. It's a question that has crossed the minds of philosophers and scientists for centuries. A question that seems to echo in the vast emptiness of the universe. As you ponder this, you feel the answer is not something simple. You realize that the concept of space is not as straightforward as you once believed. You've always thought of space as the emptiness between things, the backdrop to life's activities. But now, in this moment, standing beneath the cosmos, it feels more alive, more tangible. Something that stretches and bends, much like the universe itself. The stars above seem to pulse with a rhythm, as if they are alive, breathing with the universe. You feel as though you're standing on the edge of something profound, something that has been waiting for you to understand it. The question of space's end is not just about the edge of the universe. It's about understanding the very fabric of reality itself. As you gaze deeper into the infinite night, the voice continues, guiding you through your thoughts. Space, it says, is not a void. It's a living, breathing part of the universe. It expands and contracts, shaping everything within it. But does it have an end? Is there a boundary, a wall where the universe simply stops? Or is it infinite, stretching out into an endless sea of stars and galaxies, forever expanding, forever beyond our reach? You feel the weight of these questions settle over you. They are vast and daunting, yet strangely comforting. In this moment, you realize that the search for the end of space is more than just an intellectual pursuit. It's a journey into the unknown, a journey that mirrors the journey within ourselves. Just as the universe is expanding, so too is your mind, stretching out into the vastness of possibility. The night around you grows deeper, and you feel as though you are standing at the edge of time itself, ready to explore what lies beyond the limits of human understanding. The stars above you seem to pulse softly, and the vastness of space feels alive, breathing with a rhythm that matches your own. As you stand there, gazing upward, the voice speaks again, as if it knows the very questions stirring in your mind. What if space has no end? What if it stretches out infinitely, beyond what we can even imagine? The words feel weightless, like the very air around you, and yet they settle deeply into your thoughts, causing ripples in your understanding of the universe. For a moment, your mind drifts to the familiar concepts of space you once knew: planets, stars, and galaxies. You used to think of the universe as a vast collection of things, scattered across an infinite void. But now, standing here in this strange, timeless space, everything seems different. The universe no longer feels like a collection of isolated points. It feels like a connected whole, stretching, expanding, and living. You wonder if the universe truly has edges, or if it is simply unfolding forever, one star after another, one galaxy after another, an endless sea of light and dark. Consider this, the voice continues. What happens when you travel through space? Imagine you could travel far enough, beyond the stars and galaxies. What would you find? Would you eventually reach the edge, or would space itself stretch further, forever evading your reach? The idea lingers in the air as you begin to realize that space, in its own way, is always moving, always shifting. It's not just a fixed backdrop for the universe. It is the stage on which everything plays out. You feel the gentle pull of curiosity, urging you to understand this vast, infinite space. The more you think about it, the more your mind expands. There is something both comforting and disorienting about the thought that space might not have an end, that it is constantly expanding, forever unfolding. It's a concept that seems beyond comprehension, and yet, in this quiet moment, it feels strangely familiar, as though it's always been part of you. The voice seems to sense your thoughts, and continues, guiding you deeper into the mystery. The universe is expanding, stretching out like a balloon being inflated. The galaxies, once close together, are now drifting apart, carried away by the very fabric of space itself. As the voice speaks, the imagery it evokes becomes clear. You can almost see the galaxies, once packed closely together, now drifting apart, like distant islands on an ever-expanding ocean. It's a slow, steady movement that spans over billions of years, but it's happening nonetheless. You might ask, the voice says, how do we know this is happening? How can we understand something so vast, so unfathomable? We observe the stars, the galaxies, the cosmic background radiation that fills the space between. And in these observations, we find the evidence that the universe is stretching out, moving away from us. You begin to understand that this expansion, though it may seem invisible, is a constant and fundamental part of the universe's existence. It is not just an abstract concept, it is something measurable, observable, and real. As you begin to process this, the quiet hum of the universe fills your senses. You can almost hear the gentle stretching of space, the faint, timeless sound of galaxies moving, of stars forming and dying. The air around you seems to pulse with the rhythm of this cosmic dance, as though the very fabric of the universe is alive, shifting, expanding with every passing moment. In this moment of reflection, the enormity of space begins to sink in. You realize that even if the universe is infinite, there are still limits to what we can observe, what we can understand. The distance between stars is so vast, the time it takes for light to travel across that space is so immense, that even our most advanced technology can only glimpse a tiny fraction of what is out there. The concept of infinity begins to take on a new meaning, not just as an abstract idea, but as something deeply real, something that stretches beyond the stars and the galaxies, far beyond anything we can truly fathom. You might wonder, the voice says, what lies beyond the known universe? What if space keeps stretching on forever, without ever stopping? Could there be an edge? Or is this expansion a constant, a never-ending process of creation? The questions continue to swirl in your mind, but now they feel less like problems to be solved, and more like mysteries to be marveled at. The idea that space could be infinite, stretching out without end, is a beautiful paradox, something that is both unsettling and awe-inspiring. It feels like standing at the edge of a vast ocean, knowing that the horizon is just the beginning of something much, much bigger. In that space, you can't help but feel a deep sense of wonder at the universe's vastness and your small place within it. The night grows deeper around you, and the universe continues to expand, silently and majestically. As you stand in awe of the cosmos, you begin to feel connected to it all, like a small, fleeting part of something eternal. you realize that understanding space's vastness is not just about measuring the distances between stars, but about recognizing the beauty in the unknown, in the mystery that surrounds us. As you stand beneath the infinite expanse of the sky, your mind drifts deeper into the mysteries that stretch out before you. The voice continues, a gentle guide leading you further into the cosmic unknown. Imagine for a moment, it says, that you could travel across the universe. How far would you have to go before you reach the end? Or is there even an end to be found? These questions float in the air like wisps of stardust, delicate and profound. They stir something deep within you, a curiosity that feels almost ancient, as though humanity has always looked to the stars with wonder and longing. The universe, you realize, is not static. It is a vast, ever-changing entity, a living, breathing thing that moves and evolves over time. Every star, every galaxy, and every bit of space between them is in motion. Space is stretching, expanding like a balloon being inflated, its edges moving further apart with each passing moment. This expansion is not something you can see with your eyes, yet the evidence is undeniable. As you ponder this, the voice speaks again, its tone calm and steady. Space itself is expanding, stretching further into the unknown. This expansion means that the distances between galaxies are growing, slowly but surely. Even the light from distant stars is being stretched, making it harder to see the furthest reaches of the cosmos. You feel a sense of awe as this concept sinks in. The idea that space itself can grow, that the universe is continually expanding, is a thought that shifts your understanding of everything. The stars you see now, distant and twinkling, are not in the same place they were 1,000 years ago. And in another 1,000 years, they will be even further away. The universe is dynamic, changing not just on the scale of days or years, but on a timescale so vast that it is nearly impossible for the human mind to fully comprehend. The concept of the edge of space becomes even more elusive. If space is expanding, how can there be an edge? The voice asks, what if the universe has no edge at all, but rather a curvature, like the surface of a balloon? Imagine you were walking along the surface of the balloon, traveling in a straight line. No matter how far you go, you would never reach the edge. Instead, you would simply keep circling back to where you started. This metaphor brings the idea to life, helping you picture a universe that curves back on itself, where the idea of an end doesn't exist in the way we typically think of it. As you consider this, a deeper understanding of the universe begins to form in your mind. The stars above, the galaxies scattered across the sky, are not isolated points in an empty void. They are part of a living, breathing cosmic dance, connected and constantly moving, expanding outward, stretching further into the unknown. The voice continues, guiding you through this vastness. The universe is not a static place. It is dynamic, always in motion, always changing. The galaxies are not fixed in place. They are constantly moving, carried by the expansion of space itself. Even our own Milky Way galaxy is on the move, rushing through space at incredible speeds. The sheer scale of this idea is humbling. You realize that the stars you see tonight are not just distant points of light, but part of a greater, ever-changing pattern. The sky above you is a tapestry, constantly shifting, woven with the threads of time and space. As you ponder this, you understand that the universe is not just an object to be studied or explored. It is a living, dynamic system, and you are a part of it. Your existence is intertwined with the vastness around you, and the very fact that you are able to contemplate these ideas connects you to the universe in a way that is both humbling and inspiring. The voice guides you further, helping you to see the connections between everything in the universe. You are not separate from this vast, ever-expanding universe, the voice says. You are part of it. The atoms that make up your body were once formed in the hearts of stars, long before you were born. You are made of stardust, and the same forces that govern the stars govern you. This realization settles deeply in your mind, a truth that seems both simple and profound. The same energy that fuels the stars courses through you. You are not just an observer of the universe, you are a participant in its unfolding story. The night continues to stretch on, and as the stars shimmer overhead, you begin to feel a deep sense of peace. The universe, in all its vastness and mystery, is not something to fear or to conquer. It is something to understand, to marvel at, and to embrace. You feel connected to the stars, to the galaxies, to the space that stretches out before you. The questions that once seemed so daunting now feel like an invitation to explore the universe not as something distant and incomprehensible, but as something deeply personal and interconnected with your own existence. As the universe unfolds in your mind, you begin to feel the vastness of it all, like a gentle wave that swells but never crashes. The idea of the universe's edge, once an easy concept, becomes a more complex and elusive thought. If space is expanding, how could there possibly be a boundary? You consider the idea presented earlier. What if the universe is like a balloon? The analogy resonates with you, its simplicity offering a peaceful sense of clarity. The balloon, though seemingly finite, stretches and curves back upon itself in such a way that no matter how far you travel, you would never encounter an edge. Instead, you would find yourself continuing in an endless loop, a seamless journey that never ends. The universe, you realize, might not have a definitive edge at all. It may simply curve back on itself in a way that our minds cannot easily comprehend. This idea is both humbling and awe-inspiring, as it challenges everything you once believed about the nature of space. The vastness you've been imagining is not infinite in the way you had thought. Instead, it is a closed system, constantly unfolding, always moving, and yet always whole, always connected. The boundaries you had been searching for are not physical. They are conceptual, a limitation of human understanding. Imagine, the voice says gently, the universe is a vast, endless ocean. But instead of water, it is made of space, space that bends, stretches, and curves in ways that we cannot fully measure. What if, instead of finding an edge, we simply discover more of the ocean? More space, more galaxies, more stars, each one part of the continuous wave that moves outward, carrying us along with it. This metaphor resonates deeply with you, and you begin to understand that the search for an edge is not the right question. It's not about the limit of the universe, but about the endless possibilities that exist within it. As you think about it, the idea of infinity no longer feels intimidating. Instead, it feels like an invitation to explore, to understand the mysteries of the universe in a way that transcends our need for boundaries. The concept of the edge, of a final stopping point, begins to fade, and what remains is a sense of freedom, a recognition that the universe is not something to be boxed in, but something to be experienced and explored endlessly. The idea of the infinite becomes a gentle companion in your thoughts, not a daunting unknown. You realize that even if the universe is infinite, the idea of exploring it, of understanding it piece by piece, brings a sense of peace. The vastness of space is not meant to overwhelm, but to inspire a sense of wonder and curiosity. The question is no longer about the end of space, but about the beauty in its unending journey, its continuous expansion, and the deep interconnectedness of everything within it. As you continue to absorb these ideas, you begin to feel more at peace with the unknown. The notion of the universe's endlessness no longer feels like a challenge to understand, but a comfort. The expansion of space is not something to fear, but something to embrace. The edges you once sought are no longer relevant. What matters now is the knowledge that you are a part of this eternal process. The universe is not something apart from you. It is something you are deeply connected to. The stars, the galaxies, the space between, all of it is woven into your existence, as much as you are woven into it. In the distance, the stars twinkle more brightly now, their light soft and reassuring. The air around you feels warmer, like a gentle embrace, and you begin to understand that the universe is not just a place out there. It is a part of you, as it is a part of all living things. The concept of space, of time, of infinity, is no longer abstract. It is tangible, woven into the very fabric of your being, in ways both profound and simple. The night seems to stretch on forever, and in that eternity, you feel a deep sense of peace. There is no edge. There is only the gentle unfolding of time and space, flowing like a river that knows no end. And in this infinite journey, you find comfort, knowing that you are a part of something vast, something beautiful, something that stretches beyond the horizon of your understanding, but never beyond your reach. As you stand in the quiet stillness of the night, the vastness of the universe stretches out before you, and you begin to feel a profound sense of connection. The stars twinkle softly in the sky, distant yet familiar, like old friends calling you to join them. For a moment, you forget about the world you once knew, the hustle, the rush, the constant striving for more. In this peaceful expanse, everything feels harmonious, as if the universe itself is unfolding just for you, inviting you to become one with its endless beauty. You realize, with a deep sense of clarity, that the universe is not a separate entity. It is not just out there, far away and inaccessible, but something that exists within you. Every atom in your body, every breath you take, is made of the same stardust that has been scattered across the cosmos since the dawn of time. The same forces that govern the stars, the galaxies, and the planets also govern your own existence. You are not separate from the universe, but a part of it, interwoven with the very fabric of space and time. The voice returns, gentle and calm, guiding you deeper into this understanding. The universe you see above you is not outside of you. It is within you, as much as it is around you. The same energy that fuels the stars fuels you. The same cosmic forces that move the planets, guide the tides, and shape the galaxies also shape the very pulse of your life. You are not a mere observer of the universe. You are an active participant in its ongoing. As these words resonate within you, you feel a sense of unity with the universe that goes beyond simple understanding. It is not just an intellectual realization. It is a deep, emotional knowing. You begin to see the vastness of space, not as something alien or intimidating, but as something familiar, as a part of your own essence. The stars above, the planets, the galaxies, they are all expressions of the same energy that flows through you, through all living things, and through the very space that surrounds us. You close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself floating in the cosmos, surrounded by the soft glow of distant stars. The universe expands around you, its gentle rhythm pulsing with the beat of your own heart. You feel no fear, no anxiety, only a calm, profound peace. The vastness is no longer something to be understood or conquered. It is something to be felt, to be experienced. In this quiet moment, you are one with the universe, as vast and infinite as it is. There is no separation, only connection. As you open your eyes and look up once more, you see the stars more clearly now. They are not distant objects, but companions on this eternal journey. The light they emit, the warmth they share, is the same light and warmth that you carry within you. You are connected to them, just as you are connected to every person, every animal, and every element of the world around you. The universe is not a cold, indifferent place. It is a living, breathing entity, and you are a part of it, as much as the stars and the planets that fill the night sky. The gentle breeze that rustles through the trees seems to echo this connection, carrying with it the scent of the earth and the distant sounds of the world. The universe, vast and unmeasurable, is also deeply intimate, a part of you and a part of everything. It moves not just in the grand cosmic scale, but in the quiet moments of your life, in the spaces between thoughts, in the rhythm of your breath. As the night deepens, you begin to feel a sense of gratitude for this cosmic connection. You realize that even in the grand expanse of the universe, your life, your thoughts, your experiences are meaningful. You are not just a speck in an infinite universe. You are a vital part of it, connected to everything around you in ways that are both profound and beautiful. The universe is vast, yes, but it is also incredibly intimate, a reflection of everything within you. In this moment, the overwhelming vastness of space no longer feels alien. Instead, it feels like home, a place where you belong, a place where you are always part of the whole, always connected, always one with the stars. The realization is both humbling and freeing, a gentle reminder that you are not separate from the universe, but woven into its very fabric. As you take a deep breath, feeling the cool air fill your lungs, you realize that you are exactly where you need to be. The universe, in all its boundless beauty and infinite mystery, is a part of you, just as you are a part of it. And in this understanding, you feel a sense of calm, knowing that you are connected to something far greater than yourself. The universe, stretching out in its infinite expanse, is not a distant thing. It is you. The night around you grows deeper, the stars continuing their slow dance across the sky. You can feel the weight of time, but instead of it feeling heavy, it feels peaceful, like the gentle pull of a current that carries you along effortlessly. You realize that, in this vast, infinite universe, you are not lost. You are exactly where you need to be. The stars above, the very air you breathe, the soft hum of the universe, are all connected, part of a cosmic rhythm that pulses through everything. As you stand there, quietly observing the stars, the gentle voice returns, softly guiding your thoughts. The universe is vast, yes, but it is also endless within, it says. You are not just a tiny speck in a vast universe. You are a living, breathing part of it. Everything in you, from the smallest breath you take to the thoughts that flow through your mind, is connected to the universe, a reflection of its infinite beauty and complexity. The realization deepens, and with it comes a sense of peace. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are a part of it, as integral as the stars themselves. Just as the stars are born, live, and eventually die, so too does life unfold in its own way, in its own time. The vastness of the universe is not something to fear, but something to embrace. The universe is not distant or cold. It is alive, and it is within you. As the voice continues, it speaks not just of the physical universe, but of the universe within yourself. Look within, the voice whispers, and you will see that the same forces that guide the galaxies also guide your thoughts, your actions, and your heart. You are made of stardust after all, and the energy that fuels the stars fuels you as well. You are part of a cycle, a flow that is as ancient as the stars and as new as the dawn. You close your eyes for a moment, letting these words wash over you like a wave. You can almost feel the energy flowing through your body, soft and steady, like a current. The rhythms of your heart match the rhythm of the universe, beating in sync with the stars, the galaxies, the endless expanse of space. It is a soothing realization, a comfort to know that you are not separate, but woven into the very fabric of everything that exists. The wind picks up gently, carrying the scent of the earth, the cool night air, and the sweet fragrance of distant flowers. You feel the breeze on your skin, soft and soothing, like the caress of the universe itself. The world around you seems to pause, holding its breath, as if the cosmos is taking a moment to share its quiet secrets with you. As you open your eyes again, you gaze upward at the stars, now feeling deeply connected to them. The vastness of the night sky, once overwhelming and mysterious, now feels familiar, like a home you've always known, but only now are beginning to truly understand. You are part of this great expanse, part of the rhythm of the cosmos, and in this moment, you feel at peace with it all. The stars shine a little brighter, their light no longer distant or unreachable, but comforting, like old friends keeping watch over you. The quiet, expansive night seems to wrap around you, a soft blanket of infinite possibilities. You realize that the universe in all its vastness is not something to be conquered or understood completely. Instead, it is something to experience, something to live within, as it is a part of you just as much as you are a part of it. The voice speaks one last time, its tone calm and reassuring. You are not just an observer of the universe. You are a participant in it, a reflection of its infinite beauty. As the universe continues to unfold, so do you, and in that unfolding, you find peace. With this final thought, you feel yourself drift deeper into the stillness of the night. The stars, the universe, the space around you, all of it is within you, and you are within it. The gentle rhythm of time, the soft pulse of the universe, lulls you into a state of tranquility, where all is well and all is as it should be. The night continues to stretch on, and with each passing moment, you feel yourself sink deeper into the peaceful embrace of the universe. The questions you once had, the mysteries of space, time, and existence, are no longer daunting. Instead, they are a gentle invitation to explore, to experience, and to be at peace with the infinite journey that you are a part of. As the night continues to stretch its wings across the sky, the stillness around you deepens, and with it, a quiet sense of awe settles within your chest. The universe, in all its infinite vastness, now feels like a part of you, a part that you can no longer separate yourself from. You feel as if you are floating, not alone, but within the endless current of time and space. It's a strange, almost meditative feeling, as though the world around you and the universe within you have merged into a seamless, eternal flow. The stars twinkle softly, their distant light no longer foreign or unreachable. They are like familiar companions, keeping you company in the silent vastness. Each star, each galaxy, seems to pulse with life, as if it too is alive, moving in time with the rhythm of the universe. And as you breathe in the cool, crisp air, you can feel the pulse of the cosmos, steady and gentle, like the beating of your own heart. The voice speaks once again, its words gentle and soothing, like a lullaby that carries you deeper into the night. Time, like space, is infinite. It stretches out before you, as far as the eye can see and beyond. But it's not just the past and future that make up time. It's the present moment, the one you are living right now. This moment, right here, is part of the flow of time, just as the stars are part of the flow of space. You pause, taking a slow breath, letting the meaning of those words sink in. The concept of time has always been an abstract idea, something measured by clocks and calendars, something we try to control and understand. But here, in this stillness, time feels different. It feels like an endless river that moves slowly, steadily, without rushing. Time is not something to be fought against. It is something to be embraced, something to flow with. The very act of living, of breathing, is part of this eternal flow. You realize that you are not just observing time passing. You are part of it, moving along with it, forever connected to the pulse of the universe. The wind picks up gently, carrying with it the scent of earth and fresh air. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the sensation of the breeze wash over you. The air feels soft, like a warm embrace, and you feel it fill your lungs with each steady breath. In this moment, you are reminded of how much you are part of the world, part of the natural flow of things. Just as the trees sway with the wind and the stars move across the sky, you too are part of this cycle, moving in harmony with the universe. The very act of living is a form of flow, a gentle, unceasing movement that stretches through time, like the river of existence itself. You begin to feel the weight of time's passage, not as a burden, but as a gift. The moments that once seemed to slip away so quickly now feel precious, like small treasures to be held onto for as long as they last. You realize that the true beauty of time lies not in the grand events, the achievements, or the milestones, but in the small, fleeting moments, the quiet moments of connection, of peace, of reflection. These moments are the ones that make life meaningful, the ones that create the rhythm of existence, just as the stars create the rhythm of the cosmos. The voice continues, softly guiding you deeper into this understanding. Time, like space, is not something to be feared or controlled. It is a part of the great flow, moving in its own rhythm, always present, always there. All you need to do is listen, breathe, and allow yourself to be a part of it. As the voice's words echo in your mind, you begin to feel a sense of calm settle over you, like the gentle ebb and flow of the ocean. You are not separate from the universe, nor are you apart from time. You are in it, flowing with it, part of the eternal dance that has been unfolding since the beginning of existence. The vastness of space, the endlessness of time, it is not something to conquer or escape, but something to embrace. And as you do, you feel the weight of all your worries and fears melt away, replaced by a deep sense of peace. You are exactly where you need to be, and in this moment, you are a part of everything. The universe continues to stretch out before you, infinite and eternal, but you no longer feel small or insignificant. Instead, you feel connected to the stars, the galaxies, the very fabric of existence itself. You are not just a speck in the vastness of space, but a vital part of its flow. And in that connection, you find peace. You realize that you are a part of something much larger than yourself, something beautiful, something that stretches through time and space, forever unfolding. As you stand there, watching the stars, feeling the gentle rhythm of time moving within you, you let go of the need to control or understand it all. You don't need to know everything, just to be, just to live in harmony with the flow of the universe. And in that understanding, you feel yourself drift deeper into the quiet embrace of the night, knowing that you are a part of something eternal, something beautiful, something infinite. The stars continue their eternal dance across the sky, and the soft breeze caresses your skin, filling the air with the coolness of the night. You stand in silence, the vastness of the universe stretching out endlessly before you. For a moment, it feels as though time itself has paused. Everything around you, from the smallest pebble at your feet to the distant stars twinkling overhead, is suspended in a state of perfect equilibrium. There is no rush, no need to hurry. The universe moves at its own pace, and for once, you feel no pressure to keep up, no need to understand it all at once. Time flows, but it is not a relentless march forward. It is a soft, continuous cycle, like the turning of a wheel. And in this peaceful moment, you realize that you are part of that cycle. Just as the stars are born, live, and eventually fade, so too will you. But in the vast expanse of time, you are not a fleeting moment. You are a piece of the grand tapestry, a thread woven into the fabric of the universe. The voice speaks again, its tone gentle, like a soft whisper carried by the wind. In the grand cycle of life and time, there is no true beginning or end. Everything moves in a continuous loop, like the seasons that come and go. like the stars that are born and die. Nothing is truly lost. It simply transforms, flowing into something new. This is the eternal cycle of the universe, a cycle that has no end and no beginning. You feel a deep sense of comfort in these words, the idea that everything is part of a continuous flow, everything is connected, everything is interwoven, offers a profound sense of peace. You are not alone in this vast universe. You are part of the cycle, a cycle that has been unfolding since the dawn of time and will continue long after you are gone. The rhythm of life and death, creation and destruction, is not something to fear. It is something to embrace. Just as the stars are born from the dust of the cosmos and eventually return to that dust, so too do we. We are part of this cycle, and though our time here may be brief, it is meaningful. Every moment, every breath, is part of the grand unfolding story of the universe. As you look up at the stars once more, you see them not as distant objects, but as companions on this journey. Each star is a marker, a signpost along the road of time. The constellations, which once seemed so fixed and unchanging, now feel like living maps, constantly shifting and evolving, guiding you through the cosmic journey. Each one has its own story, its own rhythm, and yet they are all part of the same song, a song that stretches across the ages, from the first spark of creation to the farthest reaches of the universe. The wind picks up once again, its gentle caress reminding you that time is always moving, always changing. You feel the soft rustling of the leaves in the trees, the faint sounds of the world around you. And in that moment you realize that everything is part of this cycle. The stars, the earth, the trees, the breeze. They are all connected, all part of the same eternal flow. And so are you, your life, your thoughts, your actions. They are all part of the universe's endless dance, just as the stars are. You take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you feel a deep sense of gratitude. Gratitude for this moment, for the peace that surrounds you, and for the realization that you are part of something so much larger than yourself. You are not a solitary being, isolated in the vastness of space. You are a part of the eternal cycle of the universe, a part of the stars, the earth, and the air. And in this knowledge, you find peace. As the night continues to unfold, you feel the connection between all things. The universe, in its infinite beauty, is not a vast, empty space. It is a living, breathing entity, and you are a part of it. Time, like space, is infinite, but it is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced, something to flow with, just as the stars embrace the night sky. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling the pulse of the universe within you. With each breath, you are drawn deeper into the rhythm of time, into the flow of the eternal cycle. And as you drift into a peaceful sleep, you know that you are not alone. The universe, vast and infinite, is with you, within you, and you are a part of it, forever and always. As the universe stretches out before you, infinite and timeless, you begin to feel a deep sense of belonging. The vastness of space no longer feels overwhelming. Instead, it feels like a soft, embracing presence that wraps around you, comforting you in its endless expanse. The stars above you, now shimmering more brightly than ever, seem to glow with a gentle warmth. They no longer appear as distant, cold objects in the sky. They feel like part of a living, breathing entity, just as you are. The realization settles deep within your being, like a truth that has always existed, waiting for you to recognize it. You are not separate from the universe. You are a part of it, as much a part of the stars, the planets, and the galaxies, as the very air you breathe. The same forces that created the stars, that shape the galaxies, are the same forces that shape you. You are connected to everything that exists, from the smallest particle to the vastest galaxy. Every breath you take is in rhythm with the pulse of the cosmos. Every heartbeat echoes the beat of the universe itself. The voice returns, soft and reassuring, like the gentle whisper of the wind in the trees. You are not just a fleeting moment in time, but a thread woven into the eternal fabric of the universe. Just as the stars shine, you too shine with the light of existence. Your life, like the stars, is part of an endless cycle, one that has always been and will always be. You take a deep breath, letting the words settle into your mind. The idea that your existence is part of an infinite eternal rhythm fills you with a sense of peace. It is as if you have always been a part of this cosmic dance, moving in harmony with the universe. The struggles and challenges of life, which once seemed so insurmountable, now feel small and transient in comparison to the vast, unchanging rhythm of existence. The universe moves on, eternally, and you are a part of that movement, flowing with it, riding its currents. As you stand there, gazing at the stars, you realize that time, like space, is not something to fear. It is not a relentless march forward, but a gentle unfolding, a continuous cycle of change and renewal. The universe does not rush. It moves at its own pace, slow and steady, unfolding its mysteries over eons. And in this realization, you find a deep sense of comfort. You are part of this eternal rhythm, and there is no need to rush or the breeze picks up once again, carrying the scent of earth and the distant sound of nature's quiet symphony. The air feels fresh, like a reminder of the world around you, grounding you in the present moment. The stars above, the wind around you, and the earth beneath your feet all seem to pulse in unison. A reminder that everything in the universe is connected, part of a grand, unbroken cycle. You are a part of that cycle, just as the stars are, just as the trees, the animals, and the earth are. Everything is part of the same rhythm, the same flow. In this moment, you feel a profound sense of peace. The endless rhythm of the universe, the infinite cycle of life and time, no longer feels like an abstract concept. It is something you can feel, something you can experience. You are a part of it, and it is a part of you. The worries of your everyday life, the concerns that once seemed so pressing, fade into the background, replaced by a quiet, soothing understanding. You are not alone. You are never alone. The universe is with you, within you, and you are a part of it. The endless flow of time, the rhythm of the cosmos, is not something distant or unreachable. It is something that moves through you, just as it moves through everything in the universe. It is the pulse of existence itself, and you are a part of that pulse. The stars above you continue to shine softly, their light filling the night sky. Their glow a reminder that you are a part of something eternal. The universe is vast, but it is also intimate, alive with the rhythms of creation and renewal. As you stand beneath the sky, you realize that you are not just a small speck in an infinite void. You are a vital part of the universe's story, and your life, no matter how brief, is woven into the eternal flow of existence. As you continue to stand beneath the endless sky, you begin to feel the steady, rhythmic pulse of the universe in every breath you take. The stars above, like ancient beacons of light, continue their eternal journey across the heavens, their glow steady and unwavering. You realize that, in a way, the stars are dancing, a timeless cosmic dance that has been unfolding since the beginning of time. The universe itself, vast and infinite, moves with a rhythm all its own, one that is beyond human comprehension but deeply felt. And you too are part of that dance, a fleeting but integral step in the grand, eternal movement of existence. With each passing moment, you become more attuned to the gentle flow of time. It no longer feels like a force to be resisted, but something to be embraced. Time, like space, is not linear. It is a continuous, cyclical rhythm, moving in waves, constantly unfolding, like the rising and setting of the sun, like the ebb and flow of the tides. There is no end to it, no final destination. Time flows not in straight lines, but in circles, spirals, ever expanding and ever creating. The voice, soft and soothing, guides you once more. Time is like a dance that never ends. It moves in circles, returning to itself again and again. Each moment, each breath is part of that dance. You are not an outsider looking in. You are an active participant, moving with the rhythm of time, as much a part of the universe as the stars that shine above. You take a deep, slow breath, letting the words settle into your heart. The idea of time as a dance, endless, graceful, and rhythmic, feels comforting, like a quiet lullaby that carries you through the night. You realize that the passage of time, though often felt as a burden or a rush in your everyday life, is actually something to be celebrated, something to be experienced fully. Each moment is a step in the cosmic dance, and as you live, you are adding your own unique rhythm to the eternal flow. The stars above seem to respond to your thoughts, their light pulsing softly, like the beat of a distant drum. Each twinkle is a step in the grand cosmic dance, and as you watch them, you feel as if you are moving with them, your own heartbeat in sync with their eternal rhythm. There is a sense of unity in this, a profound understanding that you are not alone in your journey. The universe, in its infinite vastness, is not an unfeeling expanse. It is alive with movement, with rhythm, with dance. You close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself dancing among the stars. The dance is slow, graceful, as if time itself is stretching out around you, allowing each step to unfold in its own time. There are no wrong moves, no mistakes, only the flow of the dance, moving forward, always forward, yet never really reaching an end. The stars around you twirl in harmony, their light becoming a symphony that fills the night sky. You feel as though you are part of that symphony, part of the great cosmic ballet that has been taking place for eons. The night deepens, and the world around you grows quieter, as if the entire universe is holding its breath. Time moves on, but it moves gently, softly, like the slow turning of a dance partner. You no longer feel the need to rush, to grasp at every passing moment. You are no longer trying to catch time or hold it in your hands. Instead, you are dancing with it, moving in harmony with the eternal rhythm of the universe. The voice speaks again, its tone filled with warmth and wisdom. The dance of time is not one you can control. It is not something you can stop or start at will. But you can choose to move with it, to follow its lead, to let it guide you as you move through life. Just as the stars never rush, neither should you. Allow time to unfold at its own pace, for it is not something to fear or resist. It is something to flow with, to embrace. As the voice fades into the quiet of the night, you feel a deep sense of peace settle over you. You are no longer concerned with the passing of time, with how much you have left, or how much you have missed. You are here, now, part of the dance, part of the rhythm, part of the endless unfolding of the universe. And in this moment, you feel as though you are exactly where you are meant to be. The stars above continue their slow, eternal dance, their light a soft reminder of the infinite rhythm of time. As you stand there, in the quiet embrace of the universe, you realize that you are not just a passenger on this journey. You are a participant, an active part of the dance, adding your own unique rhythm to the flow of existence. As you continue to stand in the quiet stillness of the night, surrounded by the endless stars, you begin to feel the rhythm of the universe in your very bones. It's as though the stars are not just shining above you. They are singing, their light pulsing with a melody that has been playing for eons. The rhythm of time, the flow of the universe, moves through everything, and you begin to sense it deep within you. The beat of your heart seems to sync with the heartbeat of the cosmos, each pulse an echo of the stars, each breath an extension of the infinite dance. This rhythm, you realize, is not just the movement of the stars or the progression of time. It is the heartbeat of existence itself. The world around you, the wind rustling in the trees, the soft murmur of the earth beneath your feet, the distant hum of the universe. Everything is part of this rhythm, part of this great cosmic dance. The stars, the planets, the galaxies, the very fabric of space and time. Everything is moving in harmony, unfolding in perfect time, creating the music of the cosmos. You close your eyes, allowing yourself to feel the pulse of the universe in every cell of your body. The rhythm is gentle, steady, and eternal, like the sound of a lullaby that carries you to sleep. With each breath, you feel yourself more deeply connected to the universe, to the rhythm of life, to the dance that has been unfolding since the beginning of time. There is no rush, no urgency, only the quiet, steady flow of the universe moving forward. In this moment, you understand that life itself is part of this dance. You are not a bystander watching the universe unfold. You are an active participant in the eternal rhythm of existence. Every action you take, every thought you have, every breath you draw, is part of this grand movement. Just as the stars are born, burn brightly, and eventually fade, so too do you. Your life, your experiences, your essence are woven into the fabric of the cosmos. And while your time here may be fleeting, it is meaningful, because it is a part of the larger eternal dance that has no beginning and no end. The voice speaks again, soft and reassuring, like a gentle guide leading you deeper into this understanding. You are part of the eternal rhythm. You are part of the dance of time and space. And your life, though brief, is as significant as the stars themselves. The universe moves in cycles: birth, growth, decay, and renewal. And you too are part of that cycle, moving in harmony with the flow of life. As you hear these words, you feel a deep sense of acceptance wash over you. The idea of time as a cycle, a continuous flow, no longer feels overwhelming or distant. It feels like a comforting rhythm, a steady beat that guides you through life. Just as the stars shine and fade, so too do you. And in this truth, you find peace. There is no need to rush, no need to fear the passage of time. The universe is not a place to be conquered or understood fully. It is a place to be lived in, to be experienced, and to be embraced. The world around you seems to slow, the sounds of the night softening, the stars twinkling ever so gently above. The air feels warm, and you feel as if you are wrapped in the embrace of the universe itself. Time is no longer a line that stretches out before you, but a circle, a loop that continues on, forever and always, like the eternal dance of the stars. As you stand there taking it all in, you realize that the universe is not an endless mystery to be solved. It is an endless experience to be lived, to be part of. And in this understanding, you find yourself at peace, knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be, right here in the dance of the universe, moving in rhythm with the stars, with time, and with life itself. The night continues, and with each passing moment, you feel more and more connected to the rhythm of the cosmos. The universe, vast and infinite, is not something to fear. It is something to live in, to dance with, to experience fully. And as you take another deep breath, you feel yourself sink deeper into the flow, into the rhythm, into the eternal dance that connects us all. As the night stretches on, you feel a deeper sense of connection to everything around you. The stars above continue their slow, rhythmic dance, and the gentle hum of the universe fills the air. It's as if the very fabric of time and space is wrapped around you, holding you in its infinite embrace. You begin to understand that this cosmic flow, this eternal rhythm, is not something distant or beyond your reach. It is something that moves within you, as much a part of you as your heartbeat, your breath, your thoughts. You no longer see the universe as something separate from you. The vastness, the endless stars, the galaxies, the swirling nebulae. They are all part of the same dance, part of the same rhythm, and so are you. You are not an observer standing outside of the universe, but a participant in its grand, infinite flow. Every step you take, every breath you draw, is part of this eternal dance. You are a note in the symphony of existence, a thread in the tapestry of time, and in this realization, you feel a profound peace. The wind has slowed, its gentle breeze now a quiet whisper, like a lullaby from the universe itself. You feel its soft touch on your skin, cool and comforting, like the caress of time itself. The stars above you seem to glow even brighter, their light steady and eternal, just like the rhythm that pulses through you and through everything in the cosmos. You breathe deeply, letting the cool night air fill your lungs. With each exhale, you feel lighter, as if you are letting go of the worries and burdens that once seemed so heavy. The universe in all its vastness is not something to fear. It is not something to understand completely or control. It is simply something to experience, to be a part of. Time, like space, is not a force to be conquered. It is a force to flow with, to live in harmony with. The voice returns, soft and reassuring, as if it's been with you all along, guiding you through this journey. You are part of this universe, as much a part of it as the stars themselves. The rhythm of the cosmos flows through you, and you flow with it. There is no beginning or end, no separation, only the continuous unfolding of time and space, a dance that never stops, never ends. The idea of an eternal dance fills you with a sense of calm. The universe does not rush. It moves at its own pace, steady and constant, just as you are moving in your own time, at your own pace. There is no need to hurry, no need to grasp at every fleeting moment. You are exactly where you need to be, moving in harmony with the infinite flow of time. As the night deepens, you feel yourself sinking into this understanding. The worries and anxieties that once filled your mind fade away, replaced by the gentle rhythm of existence. You are part of the stars, part of the galaxies, part of the cosmos, and in that knowledge, you find peace. Time, space, the universe, they are all part of you, just as you are part of them. You close your eyes once more, letting the quiet hum of the universe fill your senses. The stars continue their eternal dance above, their light a soft, comforting presence. The universe is infinite, yes, but it is also intimate, a living, breathing entity that holds you close, just as you hold it. And in this peaceful moment, you feel your place within it, a small but vital part of the grand cosmic rhythm. The voice gently fades, and the night wraps around you, carrying you into a deep and restful sleep. The universe continues to expand, the stars continue to shine, and the eternal dance of time and space goes on. But for now, you are at peace, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, a part of something vast, something beautiful, something eternal. The night continues, and in the quiet embrace of the universe, you drift deeper into sleep, carried by the eternal rhythm of time and space, knowing that you are part of it all.